afternoon, guys. Here at Wairangi Station. Got in pretty late. There's only about an hour of light left. Yes, my mission this weekend is like I'm only after something special. Whether that's a trophy ram, trophy buck, or trophy goat, or honestly any pig. Pig's always special to me. I like pigs. But yeah, so that's my mission. Heading into a spot now, just for the afternoon. Only got about an hour of light left. So yeah, I'm just going to head in there and see if anything's around. The wind's pretty average for this evening out, but beggars can't be choosers. I don't have time to relocate, so just got to try and make the most of it. Well, there's nothing really going on here, just a dead deer. Quiet as. A lot of footprints around, but just no activity. Well, deer are starting to pop out on the neighbours. They're right there. You can't see them from this, obviously, but it's a lot darker than it looks on this camera. This camera picks up so much light that you probably think it's about midday, when in actual fact it's probably going to be dark in about 15 minutes tops. But yeah, deer are starting to move. My wind's a bit shitty where I am, so I'm going to get moving, see if I can see something. Alright guys, I'm almost back at the truck now. There's nothing happened, unfortunately, but it was only a short one for the night, so yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Morning, boys and girls. It's a cold one this morning. I'm heading into Scott's. Yeah, we'll head on in and start glassing. Okay, so the plan is to climb up nice and high, so I've got a lot of area to glass over. Hopefully I can pick up something special. There's a good pig just around here somewhere.
No sooner had I got to my glassing vantage when I picked out this really nice 4-year-old buck a couple of 100 yards away.
He's a really nice looking buck. There's just no approach at the moment. I'm going to see what he does.
I watched him for quite some time as I planned my stalk. Slowly, he fed his way into the trees, so I finally had enough cover to make my play.
I'm going to give it a go. Oh, he was looking for something special. He's something special. He's open. Let's do this. Right, I'm going to drop down and I'm going to put in a stalk on this buck. Hopefully I don't mess it up.
I got to within 80 yards of where I saw the buck and came across a group of sheep in the tall grass. I tried my best to work my way around them, but as the wind so often does, it swirled for a split second, causing all the sheep to go running straight towards where the buck was.
Well, that didn't work out with that buck. I was stalking him perfectly and then got down almost into the valley and there was a mob of wild sheep feeding in amongst the grasses, and I did really well to stay out of their side. The wind was really good,
So stayed out of their sight, and then there was just a little wind swell. They took off. They've splintered into all different directions and they're making a hell of a noise. So there's no way the buck stuck around. Man, I was doing so well too. I was probably 80 yards. The buck would have been just in there somewhere. Oh well. They don't get big by being stupid. So that's where I'd glassed the buck from, and I tracked my way all the way down through here, dropped down here, followed all this around, went through this gut, tracked all along the edge of all these, dropped down in here, around here. That's where the sheep were. Bastards. That was a really good stalk too, and it had been going so well. Oh well, carry on. So I'm up real high here, watching a couple of deer hanging out with some goats. I heard the sheep, but I haven't seen them yet. So I'm just going to have a real good look, because they should be around here somewhere if I can hear them. Alright guys, it's getting close to midday, so I'm working my way back towards the truck, just glassing up the valleys as I cross them. See if I can see a shooter. Yeah, and otherwise I'll see you this afternoon. I don't think he's a shooter though. Well, he definitely wasn't a shooter. I'd say he probably would have been 20, 22 at a push. Definitely not the 30 I'm after. Fingers crossed I can come across a nice old trophy. Okay guys, so for the night I'm just going to hunt all this newly planted pine and see what I can see. She wasn't a shooter, but still cool to see. It's a bit quiet on animals. There's just that one yelling fellow. Just keep plodding along. Hopefully you see something. All of a sudden, there were pigs on the road edge. By the time I'd got to the side road where they had run up, they were long gone, and I figured I must have spooked them. But these two does gave me the impression that maybe I hadn't. Then I saw this young ginger boar making his way up towards the side road that the others had gone up. So I found myself a good spot on the side of the road in amongst the young pines and set up, hoping he would walk across in front of me. I had just decided that maybe he didn't come up the side road, and then there he was. So I quickly got down into cover and waited for my shot opportunity. Unfortunately, my shot went over the top of him.
Damn, I missed the pig. I didn't have the range right where he was, so I guessed and shot straight over the top. Man, idiot. Hopefully he didn't go far. I had all the time in the world. All I had to do was wait for it to come up a little more to where I knew where the range was. And I would have smoked it. Idiot, idiot, idiot. That really annoys me. Because a ginger boar is like a bucket list thing for me. Well, there's 3 pigs for the evening, which is pretty cool. But yeah, super annoyed because a ginger boar is like one of my bucket list animals. That and a blue boar. But blue boars are somewhat hard to come by up here. But yeah, so close.
They weren't shooters anyway. Well, I'm going to start heading back towards the truck. Maybe I come across those piggies again.
There was one boar that I didn't actually manage to get on video. He was too quick. He came shooting out from my left as I was coming down the road. From that track, basically. He came shooting out from the track where they were, straight across to the right hand side of the road, and then ducked out, and I saw him go into the scrub, and he never came out. So maybe he's still there somewhere. But yeah, we'll have a look.
And then, there he was, just off the side of the road. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough light for the camera to capture him. I felt the wind tickle the back of my neck, and off he ran before I had a clear shot.
Bloody wind switched on me. I was pinned down in the middle of the road. There was a boar and a sow just on the side of the road. The boar was sort of tending the sow. So I was on my hands and knees in the middle of the road trying to get cameras ready, trying to get an arrow knot, trying to get a range, only 30 yards away. More than once, the boar turned to run, and I managed to pull him up just by snorting at him. Then, at the final time, the wind bloody switched on me, and so that was the end of it, off they shot. Of course, it is right at the last second, right when you're just about to take that shot, wind always bloody turns on you. It's been a bloody exciting evening, that's for real. It's a lot darker than it looks. You can probably see that in the GoPro because it doesn't really have the light gathering that this does, but man, so much fun. I think I just might leave the GoPro running for the rest of the way back just in case I come across some more action. I'm pretty sure that was the boar that I saw that I didn't get on film. Originally, I thought I was too pinned down for the camera, so I was just going to shoot him, and then you guys would have just had footage of a dead boar. But no, I gotta get the camera rolling because I don't have a lot of pig hunting content. I just never seem to be where the pigs are, but this afternoon I'm where the pigs are, and it's been so much fun. The track's just over here, so likelihood of seeing anything else is pretty well zero. Well guys, back at the truck now. It's been a real exciting evening. And yeah, hopefully it's just as exciting in the morning. Time to head back and light the fire and have some dinner. Morning guys, final morning. I'm just heading into Scott's again. See if there's anything I might have missed. Yeah, hopefully I can put an arrow through a big dog. But yeah, see what's around. It's bloody cold morning this morning. It was a struggle to get out of bed. Oh well.
I'm up now. Let's get these feet moving and warm up.
Okay, I've found some sheep. Now I've just got to climb around the other side of this, get over that side, and then have a look, see if there's a shooter in there. Got a little bit of clag rolling in, which is good. Give me a little bit more cover.
I found myself a good position above the sheep where I could really analyse any potential shooters. Unfortunately, the best in the group was this young ram that still needed more time to grow.
Oh well, there were no shooters in that group, so we'll just move on. Yeah, it's got clag rolling in and out, which is pretty crazy. But, makes keeping the camera lens unfogged interesting. Even when you're not looking for a really specific animal, it pays to really pick apart the herd of animals, because it's always the animal you don't see that ruins the stalk. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're planning a stalk on an animal you've seen, especially if there's multiple. You really want to make sure you know where every animal in that group is, because that's going to give you the best possible chance of not being seen and being able to get that shot away. So the sheep had come right down pretty much to there, because the track is there. I got to probably within 60 yards of the entire mob. There was the best ram was that one that I'd been watching from the top, and he wasn't even close to a shooter, so I'm happy. I've seen the entire mob. Definitely no shooter ram in there, so now I can carry on with confidence knowing that I didn't leave a good shooter behind.
I climbed up nice and high to another good vantage point so that I could have a glass around. There were quite a few animals around, but nothing I was happy to send an arrow towards, so I was content to just sit and watch.
I'm going to start heading back towards the truck now. If I was meat hunting, the freezer would be full. But since I'm looking for that, that special sort of an animal, yeah, it's actually been quite a productive trip, really. There's definitely some good bucks around, and there's going to be even better bucks next year. There's some billies that are almost there. They just need another year or two. No rams, unfortunately. And messed up on the pig last night. Messed up on the 2 pigs last night, which I can be a little hard on myself for. But no, it's been a real good trip. Yeah, now just head back towards the truck. Hopefully I come across some more on the way back. Well guys, that's me for this episode. Yeah, sorry I couldn't get a big dog on the deck, but this hunting for a trophy is not easy. You tend to spend a lot of time watching things walk away rather than shooting, because if you want your trophy, you gotta stop shooting the young ones. So yeah, it's definitely a practice in restraint. I don't think a lot of people can do it, to be honest. They see an animal and they just want to pull the trigger. The action with the pigs last night was a lot of fun though. They're the only thing that I'll shoot when I see them, regardless of what it is, because I just love wild pork. That's the long and short of it, and I don't have a lot of action with pigs, so holding out for a trophy, it would be a long time between drinks to even see a pig, let alone, see a big trophy boar. But there was that ginger boar, and ginger boar has always been a goal of mine, so I definitely wasn't letting him walk. But then I let him run, as it turns out, by missing. What actually happened was I had done a lot of ranging around, but I'd ranged the opposite side of the track, and the track's probably a good 3 meters wide. And I ranged this log, which you'll see on the video, at 34 yards, and he was a little bit further down the track than the log, but I didn't take into account that he was on my side of the track as well, not the opposite. So it probably would have balanced out at about the same. But I thought, because he's further down the track, I'll shoot for 40. And also the other thing I didn't take into account was the downward angle. So I shot clean over the top of him, which was disappointing. However, it did lead to the action with the big black one after that, so can't be too hard on myself, I guess. But yeah, anyway, that's me for this episode, so I'll catch you on the next one.